surgery.
Probably. All right, team. Let's start on our booties, please. Child's pose to start our amazing 15-minute cool down, a burst of mental energy, revitalization. Child's pose with your knees wide feels really good to kind of push your hips back. But if it feels better in your body to close your legs, it might feel good because there's a little bit of added pressure on your hip flexors and your quads. Whatever feels right. Then rock your forehead side to side. Now, I love this action because it reminds me that I'm grounded. I want you to imagine your yoga mat or your towel, whatever you're laying on today, as a garden. And it's a garden you've been planting. Now, Libby's probably laughing because I have no green thumb at all. But this is a mental garden, and anybody can grow things here.
How are those plants in your room?
I can't keep succulents alive. Come up through tabletop. Lift your right arm up to the sky. Big inhale. Tabletop twist. And then take 3 circles one direction. No need to rush through it. And 3 circles the other way too. You're trying to create flexibility in that nice shoulder joint. Then thread the needle. Drop your right cheek to the mat. I see you. I know. Oh, maybe she loves it. So in this threaded position, Libby's got a great half bind as she's petting Noli. Kim's got a perfect example of holding and steadying through the left hand. If you do have like yoga mat beneath you, you can even kind of like hold and grip the mat. You can actually hold your mat. Yeah, and like kind of use that as a leverage point. Like pull the mat. That's good. So this whole 15-minute recovery burst, we'll be planting little droplets of seeds into your garden. It's ready. No matter what's behind you or what's in front of you, right now, the soil is fertile. Every thought that you have now becomes a little seedling that we're planting for it to grow. Maybe even with your left hand against the ground, you can almost imagine the sensation of fertile soil under your hand. If you're lucky enough to actually be practicing outside in the grass, you can feel real ground. But if not, you've laid against the ground at some point in your life. So imagine that sensation of a really comfortable earth beneath you. And then even from your right cheek, which is ideally pressing somewhat against the earth, what do you want to plant from that upper right ear and cheek area? This is the chakra, the energy center that governs truth. Is there something about speaking your truth or listening with more intent? What's an energetic plant that you can have grow? Personally, I always talk a little bit too much and listen not enough. And so I would plant the seed mentally of patience, of listening without a biased filter. Then gently come up to tabletop, and you're going to slide down onto your belly so that your right arm now reaches out to the right in a T shape. Iron cross. Keep looking left, right cheek still on the earth, left toes up and over.
I got you, Noli.
Now in my body, it doesn't get as much of a stretch when my palm's just down like this. So it feels good to turn my right thumb slightly up. And I'll just demonstrate with Libby's thumb. I'm just gonna turn it. Nope, doesn't really go that way. Is that okay?
Right shoulder, yeah.
Yeah, okay, good, breathe. The thumb just goes up a little tiny bit. And you should feel a little bit more sensation. Manipulate your right arm either up or down as well. Maybe you feel more if you lower it an inch or two towards your hip or lift it up towards your shoulder. And then your left hip opens. Once you find a place that's mostly relaxing, stay embedded in the stretch. But then welcome in. This is like an opposition stretch for how we sleep. We sleep mainly in fetal pose or protracted and protected. Here is an opportunity for you to actually be opening with the anterior tilt of opening through the whole front line. And now with your right chest, the heart chakra, your heart against the ground, Let's plant a seed of that energy space, joy or love or laughter. It's said that the average adult laughs only 4 times a day, and the average child laughs over 400. So maybe today it's planting a seed of a little giggles, not taking yourself so seriously. Gently roll back through center. We'll do the whole thing on the other side. So push your left palm into the earth to tabletop. Lift your left arm up, breathe in, and take some arm circles that way. Bring some life force energy through. Your appendages, your appendicular skeleton, they come into the axial skeleton, head and torso. Once you've done those 3, thread the left arm under, drop your left cheek to the mat. So when you move your arms and legs, blood flow is taken out of the vital parts of your torso, that middle center part, where our vital organs are, our digestive tract, the heart. But your fingers and toes, they're far from the midline and they take a lot of blood away. So when you raise your arms above your head, blood gets sent back down to the torso. When you lift your legs up, blood gets sent back down. So thinking energetically how all of these positions, moving your arm this way or not, is serving energy back to the midline, to the heart, to where we need it. If you ever need energy in your day, put your arms up, literally take a few big deep breaths. You'll get a surge of energy, or you put your head below your heart in like a forward fold. Same thing, blood flow rushes, central nervous system gets revitalized. Now with your left cheek on the earth, if you took that half bind, you're welcome to take it. Revisiting back through now, let's say the 6th energy center, where your midline is in between your eyebrows, like if you were wearing a headband, a nice purple headband. Let's plant a seed of wisdom, right? We're drowning in information, but starving for wisdom. Where do you want to plant a seed in your garden? Literally think about pushing your finger, the seed, into the ground, planting it. Slide down to your stomach, iron cross with your left arm out to the side. Keep looking to the right. Right toes can come up and over in a back bend. Maybe you move the left hitchhiker thumb up a little bit. Your left chest, your left breast. I always find this interesting. The left side's the feminine side. It's where most breast cancers happen too, which I also find interesting on the left side. And as your left chest presses into the ground, I want you to think about a feminine energy in your life that you could plant a seed to grow more. Maybe it's someone you want to be more like. Maybe it's someone that you can think of in your mind's eye and offer energy to. Center for downward dog. Push your butt to the sky, make an inverted V shape in your body. Depending on your hamstring flexibility, bend your knees a lot. Walk your hands a little closer to your feet than you typically would, and bring your right hand for the outside of your left calf muscle, twisted down dog. Think about using your right bicep strength to tug and pull your gaze under your left hip. Breathe in, level your heels equally against the ground. Exhale, tug and twist. Look under the left arm. And then just gently switch. Right palm down, left palm to the outer calf. Transverse, twisted down dog. Your right hip or left hip, they tend to want to come up. Keep them level as a way to steady your lower body as the foundation. And then twisting your gaze with the strength of your left arm. Pull against whatever you can. Tug and look. Using your bicep, that pull muscle, to look under your armpit. breath is so critically important to bring relief and both energy. Walk your feet behind your hands into a wide-legged forward fold. Hang really loose. Rock a little left, right. If it feels good to bring your hands into opposite elbow creases, it makes your torso heavier. It's a great way with bent knees to get your vertebral column to spread out. And then extend your right palm to the sky. Twisted forward fold. Bend your left knee and straighten your right leg as much as you can. Inhale. Exhale, hand behind you for a half bind. Keep looking up over your right shoulder and expand your right chin or your chin towards your right shoulder. Awesome. Breathe in, lift your arm back up. Fold back down, shake it out just a bit if it feels right. More blood flow in the face, your head's getting heavier. 1/8 of your body weight in your head. Lift your left arm up to the sky for twisted forward fold. Take a few breaths with a straight arm. See if you can straighten your left leg again, bend your right, and then take it behind your back. Half bind. Don't just settle for where you get a little bit of sensation. Keep creeping around your hip towards your belly button. Look up skyward. Every time you do this class or any stretches, it's gonna feel different. So just investigating today where the resistance is. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring both hands behind your back for a forward fold with interlaced palms. Now, if it's not accessible for your hands to touch, no problem. You can grab a towel or something that helps you hold them together, or you can even just put your hands on the small of your back for now. Bend your right knee and look over your left shoulder again. Tick-tock your palms to the right. Keeping your hands interlaced, do the same thing. Bend your left knee, look over your right shoulder. Make this kind of tick-tock sensation as a way to open your shoulders. Awesome. Palms to the earth. Step back to tabletop and our final pose, camel variation. So come to your hips or heels to hips like heroes. Put your hands behind your head and crack open your sternum. Push your head back against your palms. Maybe open your throat or open your mouth. Making just the most subtle of actions. Maybe open and close your mouth a few times. Breathe in. Embryo's pose, tuck your chin to your chest, round your head towards your knees, and fold in. Different than child's pose, your legs are together. If you like child's pose more, you can take it, but this is a great way for your shoulders to relax. In my body, it feels really good to rock a little right and rock a little left. It's like I'm massaging my forehead and my shins back to where we started the practice. Now with your head against that fertile ground, that awesome garden you've been working on this whole class, planting seeds of joy and laughter, of listening and truth, planting feminine love, planting seeds of what you want to manifest and grow here in a fresh slate. Think of one thing that would make your day or your week worth it. What's a success standard or something that if it grew today, you could be proud of yourself? Make it reasonable and attainable. And without having to know how the plant will grow, visualize the end result. What does that beautiful plant, flower look like in your garden when it's fully developed? 5 years from now, if that plant's still beautiful and living at its peak potential, let's say, maybe it's complete financial freedom. Maybe it's a loving and supporting friendship or partner. Optimal health, inner contentment with your spiritual connection. Whatever it is, it's in your power. So we plant the seed, and every day you water it a little bit. You give it a little sunshine. And day by day, breath by breath, it'll grow. Very gently rise back to hero's pose and bring your palms to your heart. We're going to end this practice with a little affirmation. So you can absorb absorb it and listen to me and the girls, or you could repeat it right after me out loud. It feels good to say it. Repeat after me. Hey today, I'm ready to plant seeds. I know they'll grow, even if I don't know how, or I don't have a green thumb. It's not my job to know how to get there. I just have to open my eyes and heart to the final plant and destination. It's in me, and I'm supported. Everyone take a deep breath in. Namaste. Thank you, Libby and Kim, for all of your awesome demoing. Go into your day, your week, your weekend, and kick some ass. Woo!